Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to hear may or may not trigger you. This is not for the faint of heart.
This is true, uncut fuckery from a couple of assholes meant explicitly for entertainment purposes only.
However, if you want to use this as life advice, please consult a psychiatrist first.
You've been warned. What up, world? This is Matty.
And this is Bobby.
And this is the Aged Banter podcast.
Fuck your feelings.
Episode number 14.
Let's go.
Rolling.
Let's go.
You ready to get
We got a fun one tonight.
Oh,
I think
this
we're going to
one's
have a
gonna be
good time, fellas. What do you say?
I think so, man.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Let's get it going. Squirrel, do we got any comments from last week?
We do. We've only got a couple this week, unfortunately, but they're from some very good friends of ours.
Better be some good ones.
Yeah.
Well,
We only got a few.
Tennessee Mike just wanted to apologize for not commenting recently. He hasn't quite been able to,
I think we gave him a pass a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did, but he
Yeah.
still wants to apologize anyway, which
Still
we
love you, bud.
appreciate. Whatever reasons you can't, it's fine, man.
You're good, Mikey.
Yeah.
Comment when you can, bro.
All
Yeah,
good.
we
Show
got you,
still
bro.
loves you.
got
We still
And
love
then we had a couple comments from Lauren, and
All right.
her first one, she's basically just laughing at the Protect the Dick shirts that we might want to sell at the colleges.
We need to copyright this shit quick, guys.
I want those shirts like ASAP.
PTD.
Yeah.
Like PTDA.
Pronte, you got us? Please?
Protect the dick always.
Protect the
Yeah.
dick always,
but just
man.
PTDA.
Yeah, no, dude. Like, we
Nothing
don't need
else.
it spelled out for a motherfucker.
Yep.
All right.
Her other comment was in regards to our 100 people versus the gorilla.
Ooh.
She's just asking if we ever heard of 100 Americans versus 100 Brits, to which I commented back to her, and I said I believe we called that the American Revolution.
And we won,
win.
motherfucker.
Oh, we waxed
We
that
whacked
ass.
So go back on the boats, bitch.
All right.
Just fucking with you, Lauren. We love you.
I almost sent you guys a couple videos, too. It's like, I should have just sent it, man, because but I didn't know which one of you guys to send it to. It's
You
like,
should have sent it to both of us.
We
Yeah.
have
got
a group chat, bro.
I
what the
understand
fuck?
that, but like, I figured it's like, like one guy versus like beating off 100 guys.
I
Like,
saw that too.
Yeah,
but I
don't
feel
know.
like we send too much gay shit. So like
I don't think
stopped.
you could ever send too much gay shit, dude.
Remember the meme I sent earlier?
My
I
entire
remember it.
feed
I
now
remember it.
is full of midgets, Down syndrome people,
So is mine.
and the gayest
So
shit
is mine.
ever.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing else. One of those three things is every other video that I'm watching.
So for the record, for everybody, I sent Matty and Bobby a video in our Instagram feed or text, and it was a video of a guy explaining that like the gayer the stuff you send one of your homies, the more you love him. So
like
Yeah.
only
kinda true.
another man could love another
But
man.
then,
Right.
we took the fucking the downward spiral.
Really.
I punned the fuck out of that one
Yeah, you
with the
did.
Down syndrome videos, and like I love them,
Yeah.
and they embrace the shit out of it, which I
Right.
love even more. But there's so many of them now. It's like every day I get on there, I'm like, fuck.
I love their
gotta send
energy,
this.
man. Like honestly,
The
like all
energy-
jokes aside, like we can make all the jokes we want, but this is no joking matter, dude. I love that, they're cheerful people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever it is, man. They had got struck this, I don't know, maybe this raw deal, but maybe
Yeah.
not a raw deal,
Maybe it's good.
maybe it's a good thing,
Yeah.
but they just, for the most part, just seem very happy. And
They
and
enjoy life for the most part.
I
Dude,
think
when I was
so.
out shopping for beers for you guys tonight, there was a lady there with her, I'm assuming her brother, and he was downsy as fuck, and she's just like talking to him, whatever, and I started chuckling thinking about our podcast, and I'm like, God damn it, it's in my face in real life.
I need to see more midgets, man.
yeah, yeah.
I just need to see a lot
I
more
haven't
midgets.
seen-
Yeah, where the
enough-
midgets at?
Where the
That's my
midgets at?
problem.
Bring
Bring them out. Bring them out.
If you know some midgets or any midgets are listening to the
Send
show,
them to the bars we go.
please
to.
come on down.
Please.
Like, we'd love to have you. 'Cause
Please. Like,
I would love to just pick your brain for a minute. That giant
sure.
brain.
Oh, boy.
Just would. Tell me you don't have a million questions.
I mean, I got a lot of questions.
I do.
I got like 4.
Yeah, probably 4.
Wow.
But anyway, I feel like we'd have fun with midgets if we can ever get them to, not like that.
Whoa.
I mean, I did talk about
Yeah, a
some
little
as
bit like that.
as a dick
you
puppet.
would-
I totally get what
you
I
did.
said, but I'm trying to be more mature and I go straight down.
No.
You believe this shit?
No.
Not right now, Spencer. See, even you know it's bullshit, huh? Anyway,
Yeah, he sniffs your bullshit right now.
Right.
he's smelling my dick right now.
Wow.
That's what he's
Whoa,
doing. Spence,
easy.
get out of here,
Yep,
bro.
yep.
There he is.
All right, I
Uh-oh.
love you too, buddy. Yeah.
Well, thanks for those comments,
Yeah,
Lauren.
yeah.
We wrapped up on Lauren's comments there.
Yep, that's it from
All
Lauren.
right,
That's
cool.
it from Mike.
Well, what do we got on the agenda for tonight?
Well, there was one other comment
Oh.
/ question. Sorry, I shouldn't have said we were done, but it was more of a question. And this comes from our homie Mahomo.
Mahomo.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep. And
Love this
he
fucker.
would like to know what our favorite baseball movie is.
Great question. Great question.
That is a
'Cause,
great question.
You know, I mean,
There's a
you've
lot
seen
of
Bobby out here and his like plethora of baseball jerseys.
Yeah.
We're all huge baseball fans.
Yep.
Wow. Favorite baseball movies of all time. You guys still thinking on it?
It's
I think
hard, dude.
I could answer. It's hard to like just pick one.
Okay, let's say 2.
Two?
Just go 2.
Two? Okay.
Yeah. Your top 2.
I'm gonna be. I'll flat out tell you, man. One of my most favorite baseball movies of all time, Major League.
Absolutely.
You can't go wrong. Dude.
I have a Rick Vaughn jersey.
I've seen that like
And I
pop up,
fucking
and I'm
want
like,
one.
I want one, dude. I want a Wild Thing jersey, dude. Like,
I have it.
which one? You got the gray, the white, the blue.
It's the white.
The-
My
that's
sister
the
bought
one
it
I
for me
want,
for my
dude.
birthday years
Classic.
ago. It's even
Dope.
got the baseball with the mohawk
Classic,
on the
dude.
sleeve.
I got a coworker who's got the big bottle, Coke bottle glasses
Yeah,
with the skull
that's
in
fucking
between.
dope,
Yeah,
dude.
he wears those too.
That's
It's fucking
dope.
hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I totally would. I'm not a Cleveland fan, but like, yeah,
So that's yours?
that'd probably be
That's one of
there.
them,
And then kind of a maybe more underrated movie, but maybe not considered a baseball movie, even though the whole
Mm-hmm.
premise is baseball. And I love this movie because what they were able to do for me in
Yeah.
pulling back the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And I love knowing like behind the scenes shit. I don't want to see what the product is in front of me
Mm-hmm.
all the time, but I want to know like how things work. And that was Moneyball.
Yeah.
Solid movie.
That's a really good movie.
I
Really
get
good
it. It wasn't real characters, or I mean they were based off of real people. Obviously, they changed their names in the movie and stuff like that. But just seeing how that whole thing worked, and seeing what a trade looked like, in the major leagues, or how easily somebody could get dealt to another team, and some of the behind the scenes drama that goes in the clubhouse.
And
That
their reactions to being dealt.
yeah,
And you got to
exactly.
understand that was the very beginning of sabermetrics in baseball.
Oh yeah, completely.
The very beginning.
Oh, absolutely.
So there was none of this, he swings 60% at curveballs, or he swings, 80% on two-seam fastballs that are high. Like
It was on base and batting average.
it was on base and back then.
Right.
And then they started breaking baseball down, and baseball's always been statistic, right?
Which is crazy that this didn't happen sooner.
It should have, but they didn't want to do that because that's messing with the game, right?
And they're very loyal to the game.
But what do they do now? Every single baseball team has sabermetrics to some extent.
True. Which they actually were just commenting on 710 this week, how situationally Scott Service would have done what you're supposed to do versus Dan Wilson seeming to manage more from his gut, which I actually have strong appreciation for.
I actually do too.
And I think
I'm right there
I think
with
there's
you.
a balance of both.
has to be, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I think if a hitter's hot, you don't take him out because he's facing so and so pitcher. I think you let him stay hot,
100%.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But and I also coach our men's baseball team, so like I do the same kind of things. Like
Right.
I'm not breaking down the statistics and all this
You
stuff.
don't have.
You're going
not to
off
say
your
you don't
gut.
have the capabilities, but you don't have somebody sitting
No.
there, running stats for you while you're a player coach.
But I tell you what happens too is like I watched the Mariners game last night on Apple TV,
Mm-hmm.
and they break down this person has a 60% chance in this situation to strike out.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as they throw another ball, well, that percentage changed. Like
Yeah.
it's cool to
Yep.
see it
Yeah.
live.
Right.
So Apple did something right.
I do like that feature.
It's amazing.
It's crazy.
And when you get the other, and they give like the ump scorecard ratings because they suck too this year for whatever reason. Like,
I
it's
doubt
just-
this is the first year in
Say
history.
this
but
year?
yeah.
Yeah, well, come on. Yeah. I mean, when they go to robo umps, there's a lot of umps that are losing their jobs. Like,
Yeah.
they're back there just
I
to facilitate.
don't want to see that.
Me either.
I
It's
don't
also
wanna
part
see
of the
that.
game.
Like,
But I'm not gonna lie, the
just like in
preseason-
football, I don't like instant replay. All that on every single scoring
But the
play.
preseason was fun, dude. When you could challenge it and you know it was a ball.
Mm-hmm.
that
Cal
was cool.
Raleigh missed one.
I know.
He was incredible at
I
that.
know.
Best rate of reversals
So
in the
I
entire
do
spring
think
season.
I do think that spices up baseball to the next level, right?
But they needed to
And I
progress
think
the
that's
game
some-
forward to today's viewers
Because
and today's technology. They had to catch up.
They do. And if you watch some of the games that I've watched this year with the Mariners, it is fucking pathetic. Like you're talking a foot and a half inside or a foot and a half off the plate. These are major league umps. like, you shouldn't be calling that a strike or ball.
That's
and it was
egregious.
going both ways the other night when they were playing the Yankees, and I was like, holy shit. But either way, I think.
I mean, call your strike zone. I mean,
Call
if it's going to be a strike on this side, it's got to be a strike on the other side.
Yeah,
All right?
if it's
That's-
consistent, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're
I'm
consistently
cool with
bad and
consistency.
everybody
He was
knows
consistently
it,
shitty for both
okay.
teams, and both were mad.
But like, if you're consistently bad on one side, that's bullshit.
But that's a good, dude, great movie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think for me, I'm a little more sentimental on one, and that's most people's, right? Field of Dreams. It's just one of those movies that when I was young, I remember it very well, and then it just stuck with me, and it had that sentimental value growing up. But the other one is Trouble with the Curve.
Solid.
So Clint Eastwood created that, produced it, whatever. That was a really good storyline and a really good movie.
Another one with Rachel McAdams and Clint, both in it.
Amy
I
Adams.
remember.
Amy.
Oh, Amy Adams.
Amy
Excuse me. I'm
Adams,
sorry.
yeah.
I thought it was Rachel McAdams for
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
reason. I think it's similar. But one scene that sticks out to me in that movie, and I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but I do remember just them like listening. They could hear. They could hear like that pop of that glove, the catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
And that was always like
The
that's
best part
cool.
of that for
having
me-
caught, I was like
The best part about for me was like the hitter that thought he was the shit. He was going to be the number one pick, all that stuff.
Bo
and
something.
they brought this kid in that didn't have any of that history, right? He's,
Yeah.
not a lot of money, came from poor family.
Oh, the Mexican kid.
Mexican kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just up there
Right.
He's
gassing
just-
and curveball.
He was pitching to his brother, and JT happened to see it and was like,
Yep.
yo, I bet this guy can strike out this fucking prodigy. And he did.
And he did.
Yeah.
Made him look like shit.
Yeah, he did. I think that was a chump.
So those are my two.
I like those. I like
but the
those.
ones you said too, like you can't go wrong with any of them.
Oh, like I
So
said, we're all baseball fans.
It's kind of
so,
the two on my
yeah.
list. But
What about you, Squirrel? You got a couple?
God, I got
A million,
like me,
sure.
dude.
I know.
I know.
Right?
Angels in the outfield was good.
Gun to your head.
Field of Dreams for me. I couldn't get behind it, man. Like I know it's an American classic.
Hey, we didn't
iconic
ask which ones
movie.
you didn't
I know,
like.
but
You don't have to shit on our.
Bobby
right?
brought it up, and I just watched it again like a few months ago, and I was
You
just
probably
like,
watched Rookie of the Year.
yeah, I still don't like it. You know what? I was gonna say Rookie of the Year is like probably number 3
No, you fucking child.
because that shit was awesome. When I was 12, I was like, fuck, I want to break my arm, and be able to gun people down.
See, that's the problem.
But I would say,
Squirrel.
okay, just based on like really good, solid, award-winning baseball movie, 42.
That's a good movie.
Like
Good
we have to acknowledge 42.
Sure, it's a good movie.
Without that, we could still have segregation in baseball for all we know. Jackie Robinson did a big thing. It's a very iconic person in
clearly,
baseball history.
Yeah.
Clearly, history.
And Chadwick Boseman,
Yeah.
rest in power, did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed. Yeah.
My number 2, you already said Major League, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go with Bull Durham.
Yes, I was going to give that an honorable mention
That's
if
an honorable
nobody
mention.
said it.
Okay, so we
I
all
was-
agree.
I-
Honorable mention is Bull Durham.
No, it's my second favorite.
No, it's a
asshole.
second.
Fuck you, but
a
it's
second.
our honorable mention.
I liked it that much.
It's a good movie.
All right. Well,
Really?
Rookie of the Year is my honorable mention. Fuck dick.
You fucking asshole. You would like that.
What's up with them Angels in the outfield?
Whatever.
It's okay.
Sandlot?
Sandlot.
Someone's going to get pissed if we don't say Sandlot.
You're
Sandlot.
1,000%. That's
Wow.
another one that is honorable mention. Sandlot for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
For sure. Well,
Killing me, Smalls.
I'm
How
glad
did we
that
miss
Dan, or what is his name? Dan?
Mahomo.
Yeah, Mahomo. Yep.
Yeah, we
I'm
ain't call
glad-
him Dan.
Yeah, Dan
That's fucking
sounds
gross.
fucking lame. Mahomo's way better, but I
As
appreciate
far as
that
the show's
comment,
concerned.
dude. Yeah. Hey, and he fucking talks us up, so
Yeah, he
we
does.
appreciate the shit out of him, dude.
Nobody calls us RFABs more than Mahomo.
Than him?
Oh, daily. Daily. Let's
Whatever.
transition out of this squirrel. What we
Yeah.
got?
All right. Well, we do have a couple of other topics that we would like to discuss tonight.
Oh, yeah?
And
Think we'll get there?
One of
I know, I was like, I don't know if we're getting there.
one of them's going to be granny grinders, and I'm talking strippers, not sandwiches.
Too bad.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I want to agree.
And we're going to segue from the granny grinders into porn. No?
Porn, yes.
Somebody out there shaming the porn industry. I don't
yeah.
really like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and talk about granny grinders, bro.
We talk about granny grinders?
You want to
Yeah.
get ready to go?
Okay.
So, Brooke, thank you for sending me a link and making sure I was aware that in Portland, Oregon, They're going to be opening up a Grand Mall strip club. So, and it's going to be called Granny Grinders.
Oof. We're going.
And
Field trip.
it said there are going to be 65 plus strippers.
I was going to ask if there was a minimal age.
There's going to have bingo. And no teeth are required.
Oh.
This is fucking phenomenal. You're going to walk in there and get hit with mothball smell. And it's going to be fucking...
in fucking Portland.
What if it smells like fresh baked cookies in there?
It could too. I mean, what if you get a mix of chocolate chip cookies and mothballs?
I'd be remiss if somebody doesn't mention pie right now.
I don't know what the fuck that is probably going to be like, but I'm intrigued a little bit.
No.
No, I don't want to see the titties. Or
I don't want to see any of this. Dude.
Imagine Grandma bringing over like a bakery platter and her fucking labia is hanging down to the floor. Like, no, thank you. Grandma, Granny,
labia.
grinder.
Oh, it looks like a grinder sandwich. Now I know why they're calling it Granny Grinders. Oh, dude, that's so... Brooke, fuck you for mentioning this, but at the same time...
This is so fucked up.
At the same time, we're going.
Same time? No, I don't know.
We have to.
I did not...
Science, Bobby.
I don't know.
I'm not trying to take us down a rabbit hole here, but this is what's wrong and what's fucked up with this country. You can't even be 65 and retire anymore. You got to go strip to earn a living.
On this coast? You're fucking right.
Yeah.
Like, you can't live over here.
Yeah, you got to
This
get
is
them
insane.
benefits. Get them benefits paid for by
You guys.
When your
grinding on
medium
the pole.
household income has to be like 170 fucking 8 to survive. Like, yeah, grandma's got a strip. Like, she up there making her ass clap, bro, at 65.
The fuck? No,
Yeah, she probably got OnlyFans, too.
I want no part of this.
She's over here being nice grandma at Christmas time, but behind closed doors, she's clapping that ass.
Maddie, where does your mom live?
Bro.
I'm just asking. It's just, actually, she lives by me. We've talked about this.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
talked about it. I didn't know where you were going with this. And I was about to get out of my
No,
chair
there's
for the
an
first
angle
time
here.
on the show.
There's an angle here.
Like,
Bobby's mom lives in the other side of the country.
Maryland, yeah.
Mine lives on the other side of the state.
right.
No possibility of employment down there.
No.
That's all I was getting at.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just making sure.
That's all I was getting at.
How long before you think it fucking makes its way up here, though, dude? This is just like...
I don't know, dude. There's no good strip clubs up here, so...
Our state is just as gross as theirs.
Yeah, but Portland's more free spirit than this state is.
All right, let's not even compare states, because I don't think that that's fair. They're major cities. Portland and Seattle are just as gross as one another. They're equally as gross. The drugs,
Yeah,
the
they're
poverty,
totally gross. But Portland's more open for the strip clubs than the fucking weird shit.
They are more up for the dude. Like, I can tell you this: like, when I was coming of age and and getting into like strip clubs and stuff like that, the first and only thing that I ever heard about Portland strip clubs is like it's actually a good place to go get a steak.
I've heard that too.
Right?
Never been, but I've heard
Never been.
So I can comment on that. I lived in Oregon for a year
it. Okay.
with Mike.
Attaboy.
Tennessee Mike used to be
Tennessee
Oregon Mike.
used to be
Tennessee
Oregon Mike.
Mike, not Oregon Mike. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
with his
got it.
wife. So I moved down there when I came back from Afghanistan and was doing the private stuff over there. Came back, went down there and lived with him for a year and worked. We worked construction sites doing stuff. And I frequent them down there. And the reason we did is because we get off work. We start early, get off at like 2:30, hit happy hour at the strip club. And it purely was,
B team.
dude, B team at some places. You had to know the right spots to get to going. But the happy hours are the best I've ever had. The drinks are the cheapest I've ever had.
Okay.
And the steaks were fucking good, dude. It is weird as shit because I never thought like a little glitter on your steak would be good, but sometimes it
A
is.
little stripper
like,
herpes.
Like you're up there eating your steak and they're
That's what
clapping
that's
their
what they're called
ass,
in my
like-
house. Yeah.
But to be honest, you're not at the stage where they're dancing eating your fucking steak. Like you're up at the
Back in a
bar.
booth or-
Yeah,
yeah.
they have a whole bar.
Oh, okay.
And the woman up there serving you is clothed at the bar. Like,
But I'm
it's
sure you
normal.
can pay for that.
You probably could.
Yeah.
You can pay for everything down there.
Everybody starts off that way.
You ever been to Reno, Bobby?
Nope.
Strip clubs in Reno? Never been to Reno? Oh, shit, dude.
I drove through Reno.
We need to take a road trip down to Reno.
I'm
like,
super down.
I'm down.
I've done it.
Let's just do it.
I
It's a
told you guys
quick
my
drive.
grandpa
I'm never
lived there.
opposed to it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it.
My grandpa used to live there, and my buddy Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice when I would go down there. I would get a twofer. I'd see my best friend. I'd see my grandpa.
Nice.
Grandpa used to take me and my best friend to strip clubs.
I love it.
And this one time, Mike had to work, And so me and Grandpa were hanging out, and he's like, "Hey, you guys ever go to the Gentlemen's Club?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to the Gentlemen's Club." And I was like, "All right." So me and Grandpa go hit this place called the Gentlemen's Club at like noon.
It was called the Gentlemen's Club.
Called the Gentlemen's Club.
That's how you know it's gonna be good.
And it's like me, Grandpa, and some creepy dude in the corner.
Nice.
Right? And Grandpa's like, "Yo, go up to the stage, sit in one of them chairs, and like fold this $5 bill in half and set it on the stage."
I was gonna ask if he told you how to make the $10 bill.
Yeah.
Nice.
Grandpa knows.
Pick it up with that.
So
Yep.
no, it wasn't even
Ass
that.
cheeks, bro.
It was.
I was saying pussy, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I go up there and I set it down.
You've been like, what?
I've seen it all.
Dude, the curtains.
I've seen it all.
Tall.
Tall.
Tall. Sorry, we're
No, you're good.
assholes.
So I get up there and I sit in the chair, and all the front row chairs, they're like office chairs, like they swivel and they like rock and all that shit.
Nice.
So I'm sitting in like
familiar.
this like leather ass office chair, and I put that $5 bill on the stage, and the chick comes like crawling over to the $5 bill, and I'm like, oh god,
Clicking her
what-
fucking shoes.
what the-
like,
yeah,
all
I'm
hard.
just like, what the fuck? She spins me around, pulls the chair back, and like drapes her tits over my face like I'm wearing a fucking mask to go to
Dude,
sleep,
were
right?
they like
Were they
saggy
saggy?
boobs?
No, it was great. She was hot, and the tits were huge. It was fucking great.
Well, you got to lead into that.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm thinking you're
just
just
throwing
your
your
titties
tits.
over me.
Yeah, you're like drape. I'm thinking like a tube sock,
So,
bro.
No, these were nice, full, massive
Fake
tits
titties.
from
Okay.
like a young,
Cool.
attractive woman.
Fantastic.
So anyway, when I get the fucking beer or the goggles off my face, I look back at the back of the strip club. My grandpa's just laughing his ass off because he thinks it's hilarious that his grandson just got teabagged by a stripper's tits, which one of my favorite memories.
He might have been laughing, but it may have been one of his proudest moments.
I think so.
That's a good family.
Grandpa
trip.
was the man,
Yeah.
and he goes, "You don't fucking tell anybody about what we do down here." I said, "Grandpa, I don't ever." And now I'm telling everybody because sadly, Grandpa passed.
Yeah.
But,
What a good way
Like you
to.
said, rest in paradise.
Rest in
man.
paradise.
yeah,
Definitely.
I said rest in power.
Power.
Well,
Yeah.
but
right.
Portland is fucking. We got to take a trip down there too.
I'm not going
Maybe
to
me
a
and
granny.
you.
Portland's on the way to Reno.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Maybe me and you, Squirrel, because he's not gonna be allowed to go. But
Well,
I'll go to
it
Voodoo
is-
Donuts.
It is fucking no. Well, when I tell
we'll
you,
drop him off
hey,
at Mike's house.
when you're down there,
Mike can't go either.
Oh,
dude,
see,
I was down
perfect.
there for a year. I made friends with like the DJs at the strip club.
Yeah.
because they were pretty solid dudes.
Usually
We
are.
drank, kick it with these dudes, and then like apparently I was like walking downtown Portland like 2 years ago, or no, 3-4 years ago, with a buddy of mine from old job that I had. We were in town. This other guy was in town. We were just supposed to do some conference, and we were bouncing back.
All right.
We were walking around town on like a Tuesday trying to get some drinks. This dude goes, "Bobby." I'm like, oh, fuck. Somebody down here knows me. My buddy that was a strip club DJ stayed outside the strip club. "Come in, dude. I got you."
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, with some work people, I'm like, hey.
You have to. at that
Do you
point.
want to go in? The guy's like, "Fuck yeah." So we went in. Dude, free
Now
drinks.
that's a team building
Hey,
exercise.
free
Fuck jumping out
drinks.
of a plane.
Free booze.
Right.
Like, he goes, the VIP booth, usually you can't get like a whole table and shit.
That team
They
made
hooked
yours
us
was
up.
a real team player
Dude.
here, man. He was like, fuck
My
yeah.
dude, he was like, "This is the best ever." But he was the same dude who's never been in a strip club. So when
Oh,
he
shit,
sat
this
at the
was his
stage,
first time?
Dude, he sat on his hands
No, he didn't.
and looked. And I sat in the back with my DJ buddy talking hella shit because this dude's sitting on his hands and he didn't know what to do. I'm like, "You
Why?
don't have to sit so rigid, bro. Like, it's okay."
Yeah.
And she's smacking him in the face with her ass. And I was laughing so hard. And my DJ buddy's like, "Hit him one more time." Pow. So we fucked him up.
fuck
He had memories forever.
Nice.
And then he's like, "Come up here, Bobby." I was like, all right, he's loving life now. So I go up, throw down some money, and girls dancing. And she's hot. She comes over and she starts doing her dance. The biggest turn off in the strip club is when a stripper uses the wrong deodorant and you can smell her BO. So
They always usually smell
public
so good,
service,
too, dude.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Public
like-
service announcement. I could smell the coochie BO, dude. Like
Oh,
all of it.
hey, do they make deodorant for that?
Yes.
They do.
Yes, I see them on.
I haven't
on
seen
TV.
coochie deodorant, but
No, they're like deodorants and soaps and stuff like that for everywhere. They're
but
full
you wouldn't
body.
want to taste it if you were like eating that thing later. Like,
Fuck no, you're like
Listen,
taste
Bobby,
soap out
I'm
of
gonna give you
coochie?
some free advice here. Never go down on a stripper.
no, I'm not saying I was doing that. I'm just saying like if people use pussy deodorant, and then like let's say it's your girl, and then you go home and like
Yeah. Oh man.
like chicks aren't eating our I don't know.
Well, we don't hang out with girls that need deodorant for that.
Yeah, that was fucking rough, dude. Like, I looked at him and he was like,
look that one up for me, man. Like there is, and like I'm telling you, man, it's something I've seen on ads and it's commercialized. I've seen it like during football games and sporting events and stuff like that. So it's not like something that's like completely hidden or anything like that, man, dude. But
it was bad, dude. Like, and to her defense, right? You're dancing, shit. You're sweating. I totally get it.
No,
and I know it probably wasn't coming from the vagina.
Because every fucking stripper that I've ever had in my face has always smelled amazing. Like they just sit there and bathe and
they
like
should smell amazing.
No,
because they're close
to
you.
I've been like they've always smelled like some like nice perfume, not like perfume, but like some body lotion or something like that.
That shit is Bath and Body Works.
Loomies,
spritz spray.
That's one of them.
It's Loomies.
That's one.
It
I was just
hit
laughing
me.
at one called Super Fresh Lady.
Do they spray it or like wipe it on like deodorant?
It's a
like
cream.
lotions.
It's a cream, dude. But it is.
So
it's like a deodorant, and they advertise
the first
it.
one that came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
I think
also
we went off on
Vagisil.
a tangent on this, but
We did, but like we're still talking about strip clubs, and like I'm thinking, like, dude, like every time I've gone, I don't know what it is about strip clubs and me. Like I started going there like when I was 18, and like
East Coast don't have a lot, dude.
well, you know, out here we had Foxes
Yeah.
and had oh yeah, it's something else now. I don't even know. But that Deja Vu, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Deja Vu.
That was like a thing of like my early 20s. Me and the homie Mike down in Reno, like we used to go do that shit, and like it's just, I don't know, man. Like I have a hard time doing that these days. Like, I don't really
lost
care to
interest very fast.
Yeah,
I'll
me
say
too.
that.
It doesn't.
It was
do
just
much for
a
me.
money suck, and like as soon as you get in there and you get past the fact that like this is kind of cringy and gross and.
See, but if you were like us down there, where you get off construction site, you know, happy hours cheap, drinks are cheap.
Oh,
and
if I
the
was
food's
there,
good,
like
you would have been
it'd be
doing
like
it like
hanging
us.
out at a bar,
Yeah,
dude.
so that's all we did
With titties.
And you had occasional titties. You're like, oh.
In fact, I remember like when I lived in Spokane, one time my buddy took me to this place. I don't, weirdly enough, called the Rainbow Lounge, but it was just a bar and a bunch of guys playing. It was well lit,
Of course, bunch
but
of guys.
there was off at the front of the building, some chick just topless dancing, and I'm not even sure she might have been pregnant.
Oh,
Oh, you went.
This is that kind of like
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
like it was like, where am I? Like I'm just hanging out with a buddy. I'd never been to this place before. I never went back.
But it's it's underrated because like when you're down there and you're used to it and you go to these places, it's like, okay, cool, she's pretty hot.
Right.
You go back to doing your thing, talking, drinking.
Right,
You're
right.
a normal guy having happy hour at the
Just
bar.
doing things with.
But it's you do got the cringy motherfuckers in there, and it was cool because like I got to know everybody because we would stop at the same kind of couple spots, and Mikey knows which ones we stopped at, but we stopped at a couple of them. His wife knew we went there. Like it was nothing. It wasn't a big deal. Like because we're not doing shit. It isn't that kind of like, and we're not those people, right? Like
Right.
you know,
I
they're
think
not
it's
messing
like
with
a big
you.
deal
They're
for like
there
a
to
single
work.
guy. I think like you can get yourself in a lot of trouble and be
I never did.
consider be disrespectful towards your wife. Like if you're married,
if you're married,
like,
but-
I don't think it's a place for married men.
But I do like
Agreed.
being single, right? And it depends. It depends, like the trust and everything else. Like
Sure,
it totally
I mean,
depends.
Yeah, you might have a wife that's like into strip.
Go
it
ahead,
was
dude,
more of a
do
rite
that.
of passage thing for me. Like when I was young,
That was it.
It was like, okay, I just turned 18.
Oh, my God.
Okay, let's do
See,
that.
but I don't
and then,
like-
like I said, me and Mike were in our early 20s when we were doing that stuff, and like I really have not gone since. I don't care to.
Dude, but I'm not
Like,
paying
why am I going to
money
pay to
get
go look at
teased.
some girl's
Right.
boobs?
Like that was
Well,
my biggest
that's
thing.
just
I
it
didn't
too.
like to
like,
get teased.
I took my buddy on his 18th birthday, and it was this like hood ass place out in Lakewood. That place isn't even around anymore. And like, you remember
Back in
that?
the day,
Yeah,
dude.
I can't even remember
So
the name
grimy.
of it. But like, dude,
I didn't
but
go,
I remember
but-
like I got him this lap dance, dude, and this like thick chick, and she wasn't fat. She was just thick, right?
Just a little thick.
But she juicy.
There it is. There it is.
But she was trying to fuck him
love it.
behind the fucking dumpster. Ooh, like that. Just I mean, you know what I mean?
So there
Like,
is that element, like, but for like the ones down there,
Yeah,
it was
they're a little
wild.
more classy
It was
and
wild
stuff like
because
that,
like
yeah.
they're beautiful, but they're like, you want to come to after party? Hell to the no! Like I know what happens there. I'm not part of it, and I would get asked with the DJ guy, "Let's go party." Nah. So I would always avoid that shit because that ain't my scene, and you know what's going down there.
right.
But you'd be shocked down there when you're living how many people that you'd meet online or do whatever, and you're like, hey, you're really cool. You're out at dinner. You know, what do you do for work? Well, I used to be a stripper. Fuck.
They never come out and
That's
say
a
I used
no-go.
to be a stripper.
Yeah.
But they're all dancers.
But I don't like I said, I didn't go
In
for
quotes.
Yeah, I didn't go for the lap dance and shit like that because there's no point to get yourself
There
worked
is
up
no
from nothing.
point, dude.
Pay money to get turned on to.
That's a young man's like hustle right there, dude. Is that you know, you're gonna spend all your money, and that's where I lost interest. Is I was spending so much money, just like I was making all kinds of money. I'm in high school. I'm living with my parents, like.
Sense.
Fucking, I was 18 my entire senior year, So I know we got to move on, man.
We do.
And like
This is a good topic, though.
That is a good
We
topic.
do. We could go on about
we could
this.
table that. Or we could talk the rest of the time on that, dude. Like
we
that'd be
could.
fun.
The entire night.
It's a good time to segue into porno. Porno. So
Porno.
we've got a Republican senator out of Utah named Mike Lee, and he's basically trying to like define obscene stuff on the internet to protect the kids is his position.
Cool.
Because right now, the word obscene is kind of vague, like it's subjective, right? But as I was reading the article, the way he wants to define obscene could be interpreted as even more subjective than what it already is.
So not just car crashes and gore.
Yeah, it's just
To include nudity.
yeah. So it would really
Sex.
give them an
graphic
avenue
sex.
to go after certain sites and get that taken down to
Good luck.
to protect the kids is what he's going for. But
I think he's pissing up a rope. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I applaud his efforts. I really do. I've been vocal on the show at least about my like thoughts about how porn corrupts the youth and like it is absolutely like it cripples a lot of marriages. I think it has caused a lot. In fact, me and my wife were just talking about this either yesterday or this morning about how like porn can really like I've had issues with it in my own marriage and stuff like that, in my own battles and demons and stuff like that, with pornography. And it's tough because, it is highly addictive. It is highly addictive when you'd rather like watch porn or masturbate or something like that rather than be with, an actual woman who is with you.
never.
I get it, but there's a lot. There's a lot of men out
There's
there.
a lot of people out
There's
there.
a lot of men out
There's
there,
a lot
yeah.
of people out there that are like that. And what I'm saying with this guy, he's a Republican senator from Utah, right?
Yep.
Utah, so
So,
Mormon capital of America.
come on. So like,
And it's been shot down twice. I'll
it's the
say
guy
that.
throwing
in
stones,
Utah
dude.
or federally.
I don't think it's specified, but it did say
Okay.
that it's been shot down twice.
So that's kind of my. So you got a guy, and I'm not saying we've already stood on the ground where
Right.
it needs to be a little more restricted than what it is. Like, so kids can't have access to this.
That's
shit.
what my
Like,
wife and I were talking about yesterday.
it.
Was that it needs to go back to where like DVDs. I know nobody's watching DVDs, but it just needs to not be on the internet. I guess
Restricted somehow.
restricted,
Yeah,
like
somehow.
deeply restricted.
Yeah.
But like you can't fucking fake that shit, But kids are so smart on computers; they're gonna get around it anyways. But the point that she and I were trying to make is that like even if you just had to go show your ID to the cash register, the cashier to buy a magazine or what, just take it back a little bit, dude. I think our kids have been given too much too quickly, and they're seeing weird shit that isn't natural. Like, why do we have to spend so much time sticking ridiculous things in people? Or these weird kinks and these weird things that like only hits a small sect, but now anybody has access to it. Anything you want, dude. Porn is on demand. Porn is on demand, dude.
And as a single man, I appreciate that.
Me too.
Yeah, but
There's two sides to it. So
hashtag-
yeah,
but is
like you
it,
said,
is
can
it
ruin
really
marriages and
great watching
relationships.
stepmom porn or sister porn?
No, I'd rather have sex with an actual woman.
Yeah,
I get it, but I'm talking about the topics
the topic's kind of fucked.
because like here's the reality. Porn is fictitious.
What?
Because if it wasn't, every single one of us would be pizza men right now or plumbers.
Yeah. Let me clean those.
I do like to
Repairman.
lay that pipe.
All these jobs where like guys just show up because the husband's away and let me.
Well, not to cut you off, Matty, but like the part that I'm laughing at with this is that it's a Utah senator
all right.
coming from probably a Mormon background where he can have 6 wives. So he.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not.
Well, I
gonna
guess
get into
the part that I'm laughing
I'm not
at
gonna get into all of
on
it.
a more
It just
serious
doesn't make
level
sense coming
is
from
that the porno industry is a multi-billion dollar industry.
That ain't
You
going
are not
nowhere.
shutting this down.
It ain't going.
It ain't
You are
going
not.
nowhere.
It ain't going anywhere.
Not from Senator Mike Lee.
No way.
So
No way. Next, like
Let's
I said,
move on.
Pissing up the
Because
rope,
same
dude.
thing. We can. That's
I'm
pissing
getting
up the
angry.
rope.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We can move on.
So,
it's
I
time.
don't know if
it's
our
time.
viewers noticed or not.
They probably have because they've been
I'm gonna give
staring
my
at our
internet a
cans.
white.
I know,
Huh.
but now I'm going to let them know why.
Why? Why are they staring at my can so hard?
Because these
My cans bring
sons
it
of bitches drink vodka Red Bull before and during the show, and so many people have been like, "What are you guys drinking? What are you drinking?"
What's in those cups?
So these are some of the things that the boys here drink during and before the show. So they thought they would give you guys a little commentary on which ones they think are the best. So we're going to do a live taste test. Because they don't usually do multi flavors. It's usually like we'll crack one flavor and do that. So they're going to do back to back to back to back to back to back tests.
We talked about peeling back the curtain a little bit and other things, in Moneyball. But like, I've been asked several times, Matty, what's in that cup of yours? What are you and Bobby sipping on all throughout the show? What are you guys doing?
I've gotten the same fucking questions. You guys drink, right? We just see cups. You could have water in there.
Right.
It's not water.
It's not water.
But every week we do stick with like one or the other. There's one in here that I have not tried yet, which is this white peach
for you
here.
to try it, man. I love that one.
But the go-to is like we don't like the sugar.
We are sugar free.
So we do the sugar
We're trying to be
free.
health conscious.
But I'm telling you, when you mix it with a little bit of that Tito's vodka,
Big ups to Tito's.
big up to Tito's and Red Bull. We're gonna go through. We're gonna rank these 1 to 5. Kind of give you what we think about them, and then I do encourage those that are old enough to drink, which is everybody that listens to us. I guarantee it.
Minus my son.
Minus your son. Do not be drinking this, Landon. Anyway, what we're gonna do? Fuck them kids. Anyway, we're gonna take a sample of each one of these. We're gonna rank it live, and then when we find one that we can agree on is the best, then
Squirrel's going to join us live.
I think Squirrel's going to join us live.
Going to join us live on camera. So
I'm getting on camera tonight?
You are.
Oh, shit.
We didn't tell you?
You motherfuckers. Shit. Listen, if I'm back here producing this shit, you got to let me know what the fuck is going on.
Well sometimes secrets.
Surprise, motherfucker!
I'm not coming out until you got your top two.
Message!
I'll tell you which one.
So what are we starting with?
The first one is wild berries, man.
Wild berry.
I think this is one of our.
This is one of our go-tos.
This is our go-to.
One of our go-tos.
So cheers, everybody.
Yep.
Matty, you're going to have to catch up to Bobby. He just schooned it.
I am not downing every single one of these, dude.
It's a lot of Red Bull, man.
Jesus.
We didn't put a lot of vodka in these, just for the record. That's solid, man.
A little bit on the sweeter side, man.
And also, Bobby, remember, I have to taste one of your top two.
I know.
So leave me a little taste.
Oh, we got you.
We got you.
All right.
We're already prepared.
We're
like,
yeah.
What do you think? We come
You
to
think
the
we're
show
rookies?
There's 3 sets back there. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you good, bro.
All right.
Don't worry about us.
All right. What's the next one?
You guys continue to surprise me.
Oh, we're gonna rate them right now.
Yeah.
You have nothing to
it's
reference
hard
it
because
with.
I know what everything else is coming.
So do you want to finish it and then we can rank? It's up to you.
I think just
let's throw a ranking out there and feel free to change it later.
Say if the next is better than the last.
So Matty, you start the ranking on this one.
I'm gonna go with. I'm sorry, I got to put this pretty low, dude. I'm gonna throw it number 4.
1 to 5. We're doing 1 to 5. Sorry.
It's a 4.
Oh, you're giving it a 4?
4's good.
4 is good.
I thought 1 was
We're
good.
not
One
doing
is,
golf
I want my
rules.
number 1 being
No.
1 is shitty.
All right.
2 is less
then
than.
it's a 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's.
I'm gonna give it a 3. It's right
It's
in
a
between.
3 right in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, Bobby.
So
You good? Here,
this
go ahead.
next
I
one
got you.
is
Watermelon.
my all-time favorite, the watermelon. So
we're gonna rate this one.
cheers, bud.
Cheers.
You gotta wonder what I'm gonna rank this one. Man, that's good.
Yeah, that's fucking good, man.
That one's up there, bro. Like,
oh, baby.
for me, I'll start it off.
Yep.
I'm gonna give that a 4, man.
I'm putting it at 4 as well.
That one's fucking solid.
That one is good.
Watermelon's the go-to, bro.
All right.
Here you go.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So this one I have not tried yet. Maddie's been waiting for me to try it. So
Which one is this?
This is the white
peach.
The summer?
Summer edition.
Summer
Okay.
edition.
I
That
hope
one
they
just
make this
dropped.
full time, dude.
God damn, that's good.
I don't think it pairs well with the vodka, though.
It doesn't.
Or maybe
Dude,
it's
doesn't everything pair well with vodka? That's the whole point of vodka.
I think.
not this, dude.
I think white peach by itself would probably be good.
On its own, I love that one. but
I'm probably gonna give it a 2.
All
I
right.
should probably be cleansing everything.
What are you
I probably got a mix
Yeah,
of everything.
switch your
else
Coors Light and then take another drink.
I'm gonna need you to
that's
hand
good.
me another beverage there.
Which
Squirrel
would you
Nuts.
like, sir? We've got a
Probably one
bevy
of those.
of beverages.
Those I need water.
That's all the way over. Yep. Get that deep reach.
Yeah. Reach the back of it. So,
In the fucking fridge, my nipples got hard.
Nice.
so
Remember Kingpin?
what'd you rank it, dude? What'd you rank it?
That one there, I'm going to put that one at 5, dude. I just did not enjoy that.
5? No, remember 1 through
Oh,
5.
fuck. 1. God, I don't know.
It gets worse, huh?
I love this one on its own, but yeah, it did not pair well with the vodka.
All right.
Where did you put that?
I said 2.
That's your 2?
It's pretty fucking low.
Wow, dude.
Okay, so watermelon's out front by a lot. Right?
Watermelon's leading the pack for sure. So this next
Yeah, 'cause
one,
we both put that at 2?
no, 1 to 5, bro. 5 being the best.
I hate our ranking
That
system.
ranking system is good.
It's backwards to me.
No, why would I give something a 1 if it's good?
Because it's number 1.
If it's 1 to
No.
10, 10's the best.
Whatever. I'm still fucked up by
Is it
this.
just me, Squirrel Nuts?
No, he's being fucking retarded right now.
Retarded faggot ass bitch. Listen.
Hey.
Oh, shit, we weren't supposed to go there.
Yeah,
again.
what are you doing?
Well,
Now you're the RFAB.
We have fucking rules here, Bobby. This isn't Nom.
I did just straight like PTSD.
All right, what is this next one, man? We got to move on.
This is Juneberry.
Juneberry.
I don't know.
We still
like-
got like 5 minutes.
Like
We're good.
Oh, we're
the
good?
name,
Okay.
the name's fucking kind of weird, but
It's hokey.
let's see.
Fucking
Cheers.
cheers to Juneberry.
Just kind of light, dude.
I like it, dude. I know that's another go-to for us, man.
I don't know.
I'm gonna put that one in my 3.
It's a 3. It's a 3. It's kind of
it's
like
mid.
the wild berries. It's just kind of
very,
it's
very mid.
flavorful and it's there, but you really like. I can't describe the taste of the Juneberry. It's just kind of
It tastes like a blueberry to me.
light
Like-
with a little bit of blueberry.
Yeah.
I mean that's
Which is weird because they have Red Bull Blue, which is blueberry.
right.
but they only have those in sugar. They don't have sugar-free ones.
That's true. I'm aware. I deliver this shit.
Yeah. So the last one here
Last one we're gonna try
is strawberry apricot.
Strawberry apricot. That's a solid one.
This one is solid by itself.
on its own.
I don't. Have we mixed this with?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've done it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what we.
Bobby,
I
quit
just
asking stupid questions.
I just haven't poured
Get
up.
stupid answers. That's my number 5 because it's the best.
There you go. Now he's on board.
Fuck if I know what's going on here anymore.
Listen, we told you.
It's solid because I like peach, or
Yo, you
Apricot.
hated peach.
and the strawberry is good. 4 on this one.
Okay.
So
Hey,
watermelons.
You
Number
can
2?
tell here that
So we have put
let's put these back.
yeah.
So this let's take a little baby sip real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, by itself is fucking phenomenal. Like straight up phenomenal.
The Tito's made it
Mixed-
bitter.
Mixed with the Tito's,
Yeah.
it tastes like shit.
It was not good.
It was not good.
not good.
If you like it,
Interesting.
more power to you. But I don't recommend this one with the Tito's.
Yeah.
Juneberry was
I think we
solid.
both said it was
We're moving this one back.
Remember
with
that
this
one back? I think are both of our 4 and 5
Our go-tos.
I think I put this one at 5 and this one at 4. Did you go 5, 4?
I did. So it's the exact same. Just
So Squirrel, we're gonna let you choose.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
do you want the watermelon?
Or do you want the strawberry apricot?
I'm going to come in front of the camera and let everybody know.
But we're gonna have it ready for you. But
Yeah,
which
we
one?
want to have it ready for you. So what?
Well, I've got to try both to tell you which one I like better,
Okay.
so we have a
we're
winner,
gonna need
right?
Bring another. Oh, we don't have another shot of Tito's here.
We'll split it
that
up.
one.
We'll split
All
it up.
right, we'll split it. Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, give me one.
A little splash.
Yep, thanks, bro. All right, making his professional on-camera debut.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first
the
time
first ever time.
the Squirrel Nuts has been on the camera.
What's up, bitches?
Where do you
What
get this
in the
shit?
fuck? Even the dog don't know what's happening. This is the apricot strawberry.
Why did half of that end up in the back of the cup?
I don't know.
All right. So that's strawberry. Watermelon. Never thought I'd have to feed a squirrel before.
Neither did I. This is the weirdest shit I've ever.
Oh Jesus! God, dude, you just leaped on the dog's head.
He had it coming.
So, which one, Squirrel? Whoa. Which one? The watermelon?
Which one did I finish?
The watermelon.
Watermelon.
Yahtzee.
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right.
And the winner.
And the winner
is the watermelon sugar-free Red Bull
sugar-free
and
Red
Tito's.
Bull and Tito's.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we decided to mix it up, show you a little bit of the things that we drink. Like I said, we're not too adventurous, but every time Red Bull comes out with new flavor, we're trying it.
We're certainly trying that.
So, for me, that's my go-to. This is Matty's go-to. But they were both our top two.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying these are terrible, but with the vodka, they're just kind of
Like, okay.
They're okay.
And maybe it's because we drink so much of them.
Yeah, I think so. But, I mean, I definitely encourage those that like to drink to throw a little vodka in these things. They turn out good. You don't have to add anything else to them.
Nothing.
And you're good to go, especially for the summer coming up, man. These are good beach summer boat drinks. Like, grab a few Red Bulls, grab some Tito's, and go out there and have fun.
Hell yeah.
Responsibly,
yeah.
Don't do dumb shit.
Don't boat and drive.
Yeah. Or drive.
Be smart when you're being stupid. That's what I tell my kid.
That is true story.
Yep.
We had enough show tonight.
Yeah.
We've had enough, guys.
Damn, that's a good way to end this show.
That is a good way to end that.
Hope you guys
show,
liked
man.
it. Something different.
I loved it, man.
I loved it.
It was something different, man,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So, hey, man, I'm Matty.
And I'm Bobby.
And I'm Squirrel Nuts.
And this has been the Aged Banter Podcast.
Fuck your feelings. Later.
Laters.
Aged Banter.
What up, world? This is Matty.
And this is Bobby.
And this is the Aged Banter Podcast.
Aged Banter.
Aged Banter.
I mean, we got a podcast. We got an hour.
This ain't the Butt Naked Podcast. This is Aged Banter.
Aged Banter, baby.
I got no self-control.
You
Why
said
think I
fucking-
want to go to the bar tonight?
no,
you
no.
know?
Pull my pocket. So I
Aged
thought he
Your
was
name is Brittany.
Banter.
has my Bobby batter spraying everywhere. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew.
Aged Banter.
It's very gay out there.
Aged Banter.